Good people, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Big Dre, and look, the tire just fell off. As you guys know, my channel is all about metaverse, crypto. I do speak a little bit about NFTs here and there, but this video we've been talking about the metaverse. So I'm showing you lot here. This is Bitcoin, but really, this is where I should have started it on the metaverse. Now, before we get into this video, make sure you hit the like button down below. Now, look, if you lot are enjoying the content, yeah, I know it's not as the editing is not as great as it used to be, but listen. As you can see, I'm being consistent, yeah, uploading these videos very often for you lot. So this is much better. I think this is better than the hot and cold I was giving you before. Yeah, the on and off, like a toxic relationship. This is much better. I'm sure you'll agree. Yeah, so if you're enjoying the content, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe, turn your notification bell on so you know whenever I release a new video. And also, if you enjoyed the video, please share it with someone. Yeah, they might like it too. Now make sure you watch this video all the way to the end. All the way. Because as you know, my videos are always informative, educational. You might have a little laugh in it. Alright, so guys, the metaverse. So as you know, I make a lot of videos talking about the metaverse. And this video is not going to be not really going to be any different. So if you lot haven't watched my previous videos where I've spoken about Earth 2, I've spoken about something else called After Earth. I think there's something else called Planet Earth. There's a few of them, but the one that I really use, the one that I'm actually invested in like that, is Earth 2. And I think that's the one that's going to actually go somewhere in terms of the metaverse. Now, this, what I'm showing you lot, is big, right? It's amazing. This is going to be something that's going to be crazy. It's going to change everything. Now, funny enough, I saw something the other day which was talking about why the metaverse is, although it had this little hype because of Facebook changing the name to Meta, not much has happened. And obviously, Facebook bought Oculus as well. And if you don't know what Oculus is the 3D glasses that you could put on, and obviously you could see in 3D. And also, for those of you who don't understand what I mean when I say the metaverse is basically virtual reality. Yeah, so literally, you put on some glasses, and you basically see in 3D. That's what the metaverse is. Now, look, if you don't know what this is called HerraZero, right? I don't know what this is. Let me try and move this off. I don't know why they're playing the adverts on the side right there. All right, cool. So, HerraZero, right? I'm not sure if many of you are familiar with who these guys are, but what they're doing, they're basically acting as maybe a mortgage broker. For those of you who don't really understand what mortgage is, let's say a finance deal broker. I don't even know what to call this, guys. Let's say a financing agent, or a financing company. So what they're doing, you have an idea, you want to invest in the metaverse. You come to Terra Zero, and they'll actually help you make that idea come to life. So if you have a little read through this first bit here, so they're talking about virtual real estate. So they're talking about, virtual properties, as in buildings, and also talking about virtual land. It's crazy because obviously it's not real and it's all hypotheticals, but I believe this is the way Western society is heading. I don't think it's going to really happen in places sort of like China. I think they're against this sort of, this whole process, China banning Bitcoin and all that sort of stuff. But what they want you to do is have, to own a piece of the future. Right now, look, this is not a marketing scheme. They haven't paid me to promote this. I don't know nothing about these guys. They don't know me. They probably never watched a video of mine. But this is crazy. Like, if you actually imagine going to the bank, yeah, and telling them you need to take out a 10 grand loan to put a deposit down on the property, they probably think you're talking about, something out of London. But instead, you're investing it into a virtual property that doesn't exist. It's crazy. Now, look, let me show you. Look. So I'm clicking on own right now. You're gonna see this is actually crazy. Anyway. It's a lot of stuff going on. So look, unfortunately, yeah, you lot can't see the prices. Don't blame me. This is how they've set it up. All right, this is just how they set it up. So tell me also if you guys know anything about Terra. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Terracotta. If you don't know anything about this company, say it down below in the comment section below. I mean, let me know. And so also look, so to make an inquiry, you go here. We can see it's talking about land and real estate. As I said before, yes, you go here, make an inquiry, and I presume you can do what's happened with this thing that we're seeing right here. So someone's actually used HerraZero to purchase, well, I should say, to mortgage a property in the central land. And if you know anything about metaverse, the whole crypto type of space, you know what Decentraland is. Decentraland is also similar to something called Somnium, if you don't know what that is. Right, so now Decentraland out of all of them is the biggest, and it's got the biggest cryptocurrency, which is called Mana, which runs on the Ethereum network. And I told y'all about it. Anyway, we ain't gonna get into that, but I told you a lot about it previously before it surged. All right, so now look, if we scroll down, so it's talking here. Yeah, so at the back end of last year, once Facebook changed their name to Meta, and everyone started wondering, what is this Meta? What's this whole Meta thing, this Metaverse? And they realized what Facebook was talking about was virtual reality. The virtual property market exploded. So sales exceeded more than 500 million USD in 2021, the back end of last year. And that was only for the last part of last year, right? So it says among the best deals was actually a 2.43 million virtual land purchase. Now, if you guys actually have watched my After Earth videos, or I should say my Earth 2 videos, you can see man's been purchasing the land. Yeah, I've been purchasing land because I'm planning to build a few things. And so maybe a lot of people go into this just buying property, but I've actually strategically bought it. I won't get into that. I'll talk about it in another video. But look, I think this is a huge thing, so that they're not really giving us too much info in regards to the figure. So as you see, it's talking about Web 3.0. I'll probably do another video telling you about Web 3.0. You can actually use, I think it's is it ETH? I forgot what it's called. But anyway, you can go on there and actually purchase domain names for Web 3.0 when it gets released. So you can actually own, like a famous domain name before it gets, before Web 3.0 is released. And then that company, if they want the domain name, they've got to buy it off you. And just plugged you lot on something, you know what I mean? But also, before we leave this, let's have a look at Bitcoin. So, if you have a look, we can see Bitcoin crashed. And the whole reason why Bitcoin is not really pushing, as I told you, the potential for a bull run is because of the whole Ukraine, Russia, NATO, that whole situation that's going on at the moment. If there's going to be war, markets crash. Whenever there's war, markets crash. So that's why investors are a bit shaky. You know what I mean? They're a bit iffy. You know what I mean? They're a bit bummy. They don't know if they want to invest. So I'll tell you that for now, just keep an eye on Bitcoin. Don't be too quick to invest because the market is a lot more volatile than usual. Right. So as you can see there, it's talking about it. But anyway, that's the big news for today. That's huge. Mortgage for virtual land. Now I've got a lot of land in Earth 2. I'm more than likely gonna rent most of those out. I don't think I'm gonna sell any of them, especially if I've got tier 1 tiles. I'll explain that in another video. Anyway, it's been your boy Big Dre. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. And remember, it's in the sauce. Just buy the dip. Oh wait, let me give you a sign of name before you leave, yeah? For those of you who have OCD, I want you to look at something. That's it.